to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing moments. But I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I still gotta. I still gotta. Hey, you must be new in here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind to hit you with a. Stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah. I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on their in-state rivals, the Houston Texans. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff to Chandler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
On play action, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
This 2nd and 4. They run it with Chandler. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis.
Darius Davis on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. No gain on the play there, second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Stroud out of the gun here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Stroud. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
following the interception. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Will Anderson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Third and 2. Here's Chandler. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Prescott on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown! Kevontae Turpin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at about the 38. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Texans had 8-6 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a 2nd and 6. Pierce now up the middle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 7. They go again with Pierce. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the run. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Ready. Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. So he had a nice run to get him down there. He was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Chandler. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A second down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield to only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That is caught by Lamb. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, Prescott. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Chandler trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and goal from the 1. Now Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Texans 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Stroud to throw it. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Stroud. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott on play action.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Alert! Alert!
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready.
Stroud sets up the play action. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll get it across midfield down to the 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 8. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Ranger. Ready?
Stroud looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce. To about the 26 here.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston.
Come on.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready?
Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Reload! Hey, check that.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And Stroud now to throw. And it's caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
On the set. Go.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
76 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Ready, set.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there and 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Let's go.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 7. Give to Pierce. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Pierce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
After the success they had on the 2nd play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. On 2nd down, it's Chandler looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready.
Pierce gets this one running right. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 113 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here comes 2nd down.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Another carry for Pierce. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
A run here with Pierce. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Pierce will try to pick it up. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Here's 1st down. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Back to throw.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Dak.
He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out.
Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final